We were told this was about health. In June 2025, the UK government did something unprecedented. They banned an entire category of consumer electronics, the disposable vape. By October 2026, they were going further, doubling the price of e-liquids with a new vape tax. But if you walk just 10 feet past the vape shop, you'll find aisles of Deer Cake vodka, Rose gin. One of these industries kills 30,000 people a year and costs the NHS £5 billion. The other has 0 confirmed death and is the most successful tool we've ever had to quit smoking. Why is the government at war with the cure but at peace with the poison? To understand the present, we have to look at the money. Smoking is the UK's oldest addiction and the most reliable tax farm. For decades, the Treasury has relied on the 82% tax on every pack. But as smoking rates fell, a multi-billion-pound hole opened in the budget. The new 2026 one-off tax on cigarettes isn't just about health, about revenue protection. The government needs smoking to stay just affordable enough to keep the tax coming in, while they hunt for a new target to tax. That target? The vapor. Public health experts at the Royal College of Physicians are clear. Nicotine on its own is about as harmful as the caffeine in the cup of coffee. It's a stimulant. It's addictive, but it doesn't rot your lungs or cause tumours. Yet from October 2026, the government will treat it like a luxury sin. So why does alcohol get a free pass? The answer is the invisible hand. This is the invisible hand of the lobby. While in 2026 Vape Bill was being written, alcohol giants like Diageo and Heineken were in the room. They weren't just suggesting ideas, they were effectively editing the law. Because of the World Health Organization treaty, my words are terrible. The vape and tobacco companies are legally blocked out of the room. They have no voice, but the alcohol lobby, they are the golden child. They argue that any tax on booze would kill the British pub, part of the community. And the government blinked. They removed the advertising bans. They scrapped the minimum pricing. They let the £5 billion burden on the NHS stay exactly where it was. This image is marketed as a mature treat, but if a vape used the same colour and the same flavour profile, it would be seized by the trading standards of child vape. This isn't science. This is a double standard built on cooperative power. We also need to talk about the mess we've made. Before the 2025 ban, the UK was throwing away 5 million vapes a week. That's enough lithium to power 5,000 electric cars every single year. We didn't just have a health crisis, we had a resource emergency. We banned the disposable vape for the planet, but we replaced them with a massive, untaxed black market that doesn't care about recycling or safety. While the UK tries to tax its way out of the problem, Australia tried a ban. Result? Booming black market. Smoking rates aren't falling nearly as fast as ours. The UK is currently the world's largest laboratory for harm reduction. But we are experimenting on the fly with £16 billion of revenue on the line. The tragedy is that while we argue about flavours in middle-class suburbs, the most vulnerable are being abandoned. Smoking rates in mental health settings are sky high. Yet funding for support services in these clinics was cut by 17% last year. We are taxing the vape cure while cutting the support cure. And here is the ultimate failure. By making vapes look medical equipment and taxing them into the ground, we've done something dangerous. We've made the cigarette look rebellious again. In 2026, for the first time in a decade, more teens are trying cigarettes. The smoke-free generation is failing before it even starts. So what is the vice gap? It's a £16 billion revenue protection scheme disguised as a health policy. It's a surrender to the alcohol lobby and a war on a tool that could have saved millions more lives. Is it about health, or is it about who has the loudest voice in Westminster? The bottom line is the policies represent a profound contradiction in public health, while the government implements the world's first smoke-free generation law and taxes vaping, a tool with 0 confirmed death, into a luxury bracket. It continues to allow the alcohol industry to self-regulate a £5 billion NHS burden. So what have we discovered? The revenue trap. The Treasury is protecting billions in tobacco revenue, while the vape cure faces a 176% price hike. The industry gap. Alcohol lobbyists successfully watered down the 10-year health plan while nicotine firms were legally barred from the room. Shadow market. Raising prices has already triggered a £1 billion black market, with illegal vape seizures up 101% in hotspots like central Bedfordshire and Bolton. The youth paradox. For the first time in a decade, underage smoking is rising as vapes are stripped of the branding that once helped adults quit. So, is the vice gap a genuine public health strategy, or is it a calculated revenue protection scheme? Are we over-regulating the alternative while the most dangerous habits get a free pass? Let me know what you say, folks. Let me know what you think. Please post in the comments below. Hope this has been helpful. But in the meantime, I'm going to skedaddle now. So I've been Kenny the Vaping Heed. You all stay safe, vape safe. See you all very soon in the next one. Bye-bye now.